News exclusive with rock star Travis Barker, Blink-182 drummer, in his first in-depth TV interview since the plane crash that nearly took his life. He sat down with ABC's Chris Conley. Got to take a look at this.
Plane's on fire, my hands are on fire. I buckle my seatbelt and I jump right into the jet, which holds all the fuel. I basically ignite my whole body.
That's drummer Travis Barker, known for his buoyant work with Blink-182.
All the small things, true care.
Speaking for the first time about the night of September 19th, 2008, when the chartered plane he, BFF DJ AM, real name Adam Goldstein, and two of their cohorts were in, crashed on takeoff in Columbia, South Carolina.
I'm so soaked in jet fuel, there's nothing I can do to put the fire out. And then we realize, we're out of the plane and the plane explodes. And then I stayed in burn centers for like the next 4 months.
Two close friends and the two pilots would die in the crash. Severely burned over 65% of his body. Barker would know searing, unimaginable pain.
What does that feel like?
That feels like hell.
As he captures in his compelling new memoir, Can I Say, Barker would undergo 27 surgeries and at one point consider taking his own life.
I would call friends of mine and go, yo, I'll deposit $1 million into whoever's bank account.
You were willing to pay someone $1 million to take you out?
Oh, yeah. They had to take my phone out of my room.
What pulled him out were visits from his children, Landon and Alabama.
It was just hard for them to see me in the state that I was in. They color in class, and everyone's drawing pictures of their family or what they did on the weekend, and Landon's drawing a picture of a plane crashing. So, yeah.
It's not right, is it?
It was... it was definitely something that he was old enough to understand,
1 year later, another blow, with Adam Goldstein losing his courageous battle with drug addiction. Barker says his book tells of a wild, reckless lifestyle that he's put in the rearview mirror. With 40 1 month away, his existence is focused on drumming and minding his kids. He's still playing gigs, including with Mark Hoppus in a reconstituted Blink-182. He hasn't been in a plane since that night. He's not ruling it out.
I tell my children, when you're ready to fly, I'm ready to fly.
Barker in his book says his daughter Alabama had an eerie premonition about the accident, saying, "The roof's gonna come off, Daddy," as he headed for South Carolina. Even on the tarmac moments before the fateful flight, Barker says he shared concerns on the phone with his father. Barker is a lifelong white-knuckle flyer who now takes the Queen Mary II to gigs overseas. Robin?
Wow. Hey, you know what, Chris, you showed us a side of Travis that is rarely seen.
Yep.
That's certainly true. He's very familiar for his antics, I guess,
right,
and his exciting lifestyle, but this is a very serious thing he went through.
And so brave to talk about it. What a life-changing event, and then those kids to have that imagery in their minds. I hope one day they all can hold hands and get on a flight and be okay.
Yeah. For him to say, Chris, for him to say, hey, when my kids are ready to fly,
I'll do it.
That says he's a great dad, isn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't want to be limited by his issues. He wants to make sure his kids live a rich, full life, and looking after his kids is really important. His daughter is a cheerleader, and he likes being a cheer dad these days.
That's what it always boils down to our families. That's what's most important.
It's a beautiful
Chris,
thing.
thank you. That was terrific, and we'll have more. You'll have more with Travis Barker on Nightline tomorrow night.